The title of this video is Death from Above and Behind, and it's connected to my work as a transport truck driver. I've done a number of things in my life, but transport truck driving is something I did for about 10 years, and my wife would occasionally go with me and she'd say, "This is more stressful than working on the recovery ward of the surgery at a hospital," where she would be stressed out by all the kind of problems that a couple of nurses have to face every night when, as well, the shit hits the fan, so to speak. So she'd be in the truck with me and she'd be watching what the stuff I'm dealing with, and she'd just say, "I can't do this, I couldn't do this, no way." And most of it has to do with dumb four-wheelers. And if you're a four-wheeler and you don't like me calling you dumb, well, there's certain kinds of four-wheelers who are dumb and others are not. Now we're going to show you some four-wheelers who are dumb and taking their life into their own hands and waiting for death from above and behind. And the reason it's death from above and behind is because the driver of a transport truck is sitting up high and he's coming from behind you, and if you're a dumb four-wheeler and you do something to suddenly place yourself in harm's way, such as stopping in front of a big rig, you're the dumb four-wheeler, because big rigs are heavy. And heavy at speed means a lot of energy, a lot of kinetic energy. And so here's some apples. One apple is 100 grams, or if you're like the English system, it takes like 4.5 to make a pound. And why am I showing you the apples? Well, because the 100 grams is a unit of mass that if you lift it a meter, or say 39 inches, you generate, it needs a joule of energy to do that. And now we're going to look at a whole bunch of joules, because if you imagine the weight and mass of a transport truck, even unloaded trailer, that's a lot of equivalent apples, so lots of joules. So the kinetic energy is 1/2 mv squared. You might remember this from high school physics. So a transport truck that's empty is about 35,000 pounds, and it has a lot of energy as it rolls down the highway. And if it's going 100 kilometers an hour, and you stop in front of it and it hits you, it's going to mess up your day without a doubt, and it's going to do a lot of destructive damage to your car. It could flip your car, because the 6,125 megajoules can take a Mustang, 6.125 of them, and lift them all a meter off the ground. That's 100 kilometers an hour, empty tractor trailer hits you. That's a lot of energy, megajoules of energy. So here's a display of various speeds, and notice only when it's going 40 kilometers or 25 miles an hour or slower is it below a whole Mustang being lifted a meter off the ground. And that's a lot of damage. So load the trailer, and you see some other numbers here. Now, even at 40 kilometers an hour, 25 miles an hour, more than 2 Mustangs are going to be lifted off the ground by that energy. Well, not more than 2. I'd say 1.3, I think I said there. So about this point in time, you're watching this video and you're going, well, why are these trucks hitting these vehicles? Well, there's a very good reason. You have a massive thing moving forward, and if you change its direction, this will happen. Watch this. So this car comes out in front of the truck, and the truck tries to avoid hitting it, and watch! Boom! So as the driver, I don't want to be on my side sliding down the highway, so I'm going to hit you, probably, if you stop in front of me. And when you're being a dick, all the truckers know, because truckers have CB radios, and if you're being a complete moron, this might happen to you. And I can't say that I have personally participated. I might have, but I can't say that I have. But this is not my video, but I have seen that live, let's put it that way. So the roads weren't meant for four-wheelers. The roads were designed to carry freight to the stores that you shop at. In reality, the trucks own the roads. You're just borrowing them to go to work, because the trucks and the drivers in them are at work when they're on the road. So it's not in your best interest to get in their way. It's a really dumb idea. The truck is so much more massive. Your car is small and insignificant, easily crushed. If you go do some searches, you can find big vehicles, SUVs, that are just turned into a little unrecognizable ball of metal when they get crunched by a truck, especially if it gets, smushed between two trucks. So don't drive beside them. And when you get in front of them, don't pass them and slow down or brake hard because you want to give the trucker a message. Dumb, 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 dumb. Otherwise, you're going to get some death from above and behind. And if you don't get killed, your car is going to get totally fucked up. Click subscribe, click like, and let me know what you think. Bye.